To move up the crowded welterweight ladder. Unbeaten welterweight prospect Lance Benoist had plenty of hype behind him heading into his UFC debut last September, and he lived up to it all with his gritty 3-round fight of the night victory over Matt Riddle. In so doing, he remained unbeaten in 6 career professional fights. The Ultimate Fighter 11, Seth Baczynski, came back into the octagon after a brief absence with little fanfare, but he has since reinvigorated his career with impressive submission wins over Clay Harbison and Matt Brown. Coming up next, Lance Benoist squares off with Seth Polish Pistola Baczynski. Stay with us, it's UFC Prelims on Fuel TV. Our tale of the tape is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. Seth Baczynski, Lance Benoist. Of course, what jumps off the page, the height advantage for Seth Baczynski at 6'3" tall. One of the taller fighters we have in the welterweight division. Lance Benoist certainly not a small welterweight at 5'11". Also big discrepancy in age. Lance Benoist just beginning to cut his teeth in mixed martial arts at 23 years old. 3-inch reach advantage in the corner of Seth Baczynski, who is riding some momentum here tonight on the heels of back-to-back submission victories over Matt Brown and Clay Harbison. And you see there Seth Baczynski getting ready to take to the octagon here as he tries to make it 3 straight wins by submission. He's won 4 straight overall, earned the return trip to the octagon after a couple wins outside the promotion, and has an appreciable experience advantage here. 21 pro fights to just 6 for Lance Benoist. Benoist has won all 6 of his pro fights, but is short on high-level experience, at least to this point in his mixed martial arts career. So it'll be Lance Benoist and Seth Baczynski here. 3 rounds if necessary in the welterweight division. We stand it inside the octagon for the particulars. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 6 wins, no losses, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Lance Benoist. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 15 wins, 6 losses, standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Apache Junction, Arizona, Seth Polish Pistola Baczynski. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Chris Adams.
So Chris Adams shares the octagon with our welterweight hopefuls here. Brittany Palmer is here in Sunrise, Florida. John Anna-Kenny Florian on the call here as we get ready for the welterweights. Lance Benoist and Seth Baczynski, they are underway. 21 victories combined, and they have finished 20 of them. Not the fight during which to get up and get a beer.
Benoist went upstairs with a big high kick. Baczynski just ducked underneath that.
Baczynski representing Power MMA and Fitness. Also cross-trains with Fit NHB out of New Mexico, but Power MMA and Fitness really coming on, and just a lot of strong fighters coming out of Arizona. Body kick there for Lance Benoist.
Wake up, Lance! Wake up!
Look for Benoist, the southpaw, to go to the body with that left kick. Typically you see a southpaw go to the body and upstairs that high kick, because the body is facing that. When you're a right-handed fighter, you're facing that pretty slick takedown there from Benoist.
Some powerful stuff to complete it when it looked like maybe Baczynski would be able to get back to his feet.
Yeah, Benoist so far looks like it's taking advantage of a pretty good speed advantage so far. Slick little takedown, now working some ground and pound close guard of Seth Baczynski.
Keep your angle, put your head in the center. Just climbing the ledge, swing back
Benoist looked like he landed a knee there, and Brzezinski's knee was still on the mat.
Right.
It's like the ref...
Time. Neutral corner. Neutral corner.
Here you'll see
Down.
a knee right to the head, and that's an illegal knee right there, John.
That is not allowed.
He was going to get up. He was throwing the knee. I'm not sure if that was to the body or he thought Brzezinski was already back to his feet, but either way, he was not.
And that's not an easy strike from which to come back. It didn't appear that Chris Adams docked Lance Benoist a point. Just a warning, at least to this point.
Yeah. Kind of hard when things were happening that quickly and happening in the transition, and Benoist a little too excited and landed that knee to the head there. Lucky that he did not get a point deducted. And now it looks like Brzezinski is fired up and landed some shots here.
Yeah, starting to do some damage on that left eye of Lance Benoist.
You got to appreciate the aggressive game of Benoist. Here he is, just chucked on his back like a monkey here. He's trying to get around to the back. Looked like he was trying to get a head and arm choke from his guard. Wasn't able to do it, but nice creative attack in the grappling department from Benoist. Brzezinski, who's the rangier fighter, he's got the longer reach, really not taking advantage of that so far. Benoist has been able to get on the inside, land some shots, get into the grappling range, and really outstriking Brzezinski so far. It's a failed takedown attempt by Benoist, and Brzezinski now is on top. Landed a nice little short shot with the left hand. And now Benoist is in a Z guard here. Now looking to get back to an open guard. Brzezinski trying to use those long arms to get some ground and pound going.
Some strikes.
So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed first round.
Brzezinski kind of in a cradle position, trying to control the leg and head of Benoist. Benoist has a very deep underhoof, but he bails on it. Brzezinski keeping him flat on his back. Nice up kick from Benoist.
Just glanced the target there. Benoist, though, also doing a nice job defensively on his back, not allowing Brzezinski to connect with great regularity.
Absolutely. Good job by Brzezinski to really control the end of this first round.
And turn around a round that didn't necessarily start all that well. Looking forward to round two.
Hey, focus, buddy. Focus.
Back here for round two, Lance Benoist and Seth Brzezinski. Kenny, you were listening into that Brzezinski corner in between rounds.
Yeah, Tom Vaughn told him he wants him to get into that plumb position, that tie clinch with both hands behind the head. Try to drive those knees and use those long limbs of his to take advantage, but Benoist landed a very nice left kick to the head there, and Brzezinski now.
He was down. He was down with a knee right to the forehead. No. Time. Yes. Time.
And once again, Chris Adams
you gotta watch the down opponent.
Intervenes. Lance looks disappointed.
I'm taking a point. You all right?
Try to show you another look here.
Get in the corner. Over there.
Looks like it was another shot maybe when he was on the knees. Yep.
There it is, yeah.
Once again, and you got to believe he's probably going to take a point away here from Benoist. Second time.
Ready?
That one was a little bit
and we did not see
quicker in the transition, but no point taken
we
away.
didn't see Chris Adams motion that a point was being taken away, so.
Interesting. Benoist has been pretty successful with those high kicks. The southpaw been doing a good job of finding his range to the body, to the head. Brzezinski really hasn't been able to adjust it. As I was saying, Tom Vaughn was telling him to look for that clinch. And from there, it's Benoist taking advantage of that level change and finishing that double leg takedown.
And Benoist has a very strong ground and pound game. We'll see what he can do from this position. Also part of that Benoist message in the corner was don't kick before you punch. Looking for him to set up the kicking game with his fists.
And that's what's going to help you find that range, John. You know, if you're able to find your range with your hands, you're certainly going to find your range with your kicks. Some very good advice in the corner of Benoist. And now Brzezinski looking for a high guard. He's setting up that straight armbar, but Benoist slips out and takes advantage and lands some good ground and pound. A nice up kick from Brzezinski.
And Benoist just eats it and comes right back down to throw some of his own.
Nice grappling exchanges in here, John.
We show you the takedowns. Lance Benoist 2 for 3 to this point in the fight. And the ground strikes, 26 of them have landed thus far.
Now this is where a guy who's shorter can take advantage of his taller opponent. And that's by changing levels, being lower than your opponent will allow you to get in on the legs a little bit quicker, a little bit better than your opponent. And Benoist is doing a very good job in that department. He's doing a very good job of being all the way in or all the way out. Brzezinski now in his open guard. Looking for an up kick.
And you see how difficult it is to deal with the length of Seth Brzezinski.
Absolutely, it can be a nightmare dealing with those long legs. And now Brzezinski trying to set up possibly an omoplata attack. Unable, and that's twice now you've seen a high guard attack either with the omoplata or with the straight armbar. And Brzezinski just at this point unable to lock in those attacks. Very difficult when your opponent is sweaty. We're here in the latter part of the second round, and it can be very difficult for a guy who's trying to utilize that high guard against a sweaty opponent. Once again, Benoist avoiding those long leg submission attacks from Brzezinski, keeping very good posture. Just kind of controlling him here. Hasn't been as effective with his ground and pound so far, though. Now Benoist really putting pressure, trying to look for a hip smash guard pass. Brzezinski now back to his guard, trying to get back to his feet. Benoist looking for that guillotine, but unable there, back in that over-under clinch position.
Oh, and Brzezinski comes forward with a flying knee that just barely missed hitting the target flush.
Yeah, and he countered very well with that takedown and now finds himself on top. And once again is finishing this round strong.
Both of these guys very evenly matched.
Benoist has to be careful. Even when Brzezinski is up on top, standing up, he's got those long arms, so those fists are going to find its mark. And now those short elbows from inside the guard are finding its mark as well. Benoist trying to sit up for a Upa sweep or possibly a Kimura combination attack.
Let's go, pick it up.
He lets go of it now, is looking for an omoplata attack and unsuccessful with that as well.
Nice crisp strike lands inside for Benoist, and Brzezinski trying to put a capper on the round as well. Now a proud Florida resident is the former UFC light heavyweight champion Sugar Rashad Evans on hand for our fights here tonight in Sunrise, Florida. We get ready for the third round. Seth Brzezinski and Lance Benoist. Really anybody's fight here with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, you know, Tom Vaughn in the corner of Brzezinski, you know, pretty calm, telling him that he needs another round, but surprised they're not a little bit more desperate. I think Brzezinski really needs to come strong in this third round. I mean, those 2 rounds, while Brzezinski finished strong, I thought Benoist started off very well and was controlling that round, but Now he's in that tie plump position, John, that his coach Tom Vaughn wanted. Now he's looking for a trip, but watch for these long legs and those knees coming up. Decides to bail on that tie clinch, and now it's Benoist who's looking for that tie clinch. Brzezinski back to work with this clinch. Watch for these knees.
Nice job working his way back inside, but he gives up the takedown there.
Very nice body clinch, and one of those knees caught Benoist, and he is bleeding bad, John.
Yeah, there was a knee inside there.
Benoist very slick with that body clinch and getting around to his back.
That could have been the most significant strike of the fight on either side.
Yep, and now we know why. Tom Vaughn was looking for that tie clinch from his student, Seth Brzezinski. Those long legs, those knees coming up, and Benoist is bleeding badly on top of Brzezinski right now. Benoist doing a good job of controlling the arms of Brzezinski so far, not allowing him to get back to his feet, but now Brzezinski does. He's able to post. And now he does not want to mess around with Brzezinski in here. Nice short elbow from Brzezinski. And Brzezinski really taking control in this third round, John.
Yeah, now you can visualize the damage from that knee there that was done in the clinch by Seth Brzezinski. So under 3 minutes to go here in the fight. Once again, Brzezinski working on the neck there of Lance Benoist, and Benoist able to slip out. And you got to think fatigue starting to set in a little bit on both sides here with 2.5 minutes to go in the fight.
This has been a very close fight so far. Both these guys have had moments of control and very good moments, both in the striking and grappling department here. And now we find Benoist on top at the end of this third round, working some short shots. Nice elbow there from Benoist, and now it's Brzezinski working some elbows off of his back.
Stay busy, guys. Stay busy.
Benoist trying to get those hands going, but Brzezinski doing a great job controlling the head and covering up.
That's exactly what it is, John. He is able to control that head, not allowing Benoist to really get good posture here. And Benoist really needs to start to get that posture, get his head over the head of Brzezinski, stand up a little bit and start raining down some punches and elbows here to start scoring some points here and take control of this third round.
We show you the updated numbers on the ground strikes. All Lance Benoist, at least the numbers would tell you, 91-37.
He's staying very